Welcome to Baker's Farm, where me, my meme, my peepaw will show you what's the life to be on a farm. Okay, let's go. These are the quails that my grandparents raised, and there will be laying eggs in 5 weeks. Quails in 5 weeks. Oh, so soft. Go. This is the quail farm, the quail cage, whatever, that the quails are gonna go in a week and a half. Now off to the laying chickens. Over here. Feisty little suckers. Oh, the dark brown one you see right there, the dark orange one you see over there is named Keto. I named it myself, so, yeah. That's him. I can name the other one Keto Puff. Here are the laying chickens that won't be laying eggs for a couple months. Week. Oh. Here's the Marshall, the male goat. He successfully bred 3 female goats that will be seen shortly. Also, do not mix him up with the Marshall from Paw Patrol. That would be a big mistake. Go. And here's the goats I was talking about. There's Crystal. There's Mama, not the white one, the one with the horde of baby goats following her. And there's Kitty in the back. And some of the baby goats. I don't know where Waddles is. He's the friendly one. And then there's Dolly and the gang. Dolly, Rouletta, and where's Patsy? Oh, Patsy. They're biters.
There are 6 total baby goats. We got Waddles, we got Bowtie, we got Thing 1, we got Thing 2, and Mama over there, she has Sissy and Bubby. Kind of funny that my daughter has 2 kids that she calls Sissy and Bubby. So they think they got named after them, but no, it was the only thing that could go with Mama.
I got bit by Dolly.
So come weaning time, 5 of the goats, maybe 4, the males, will be going to auction. The other female is what we wanted to begin with, so she's going to stay and be bred in 2 years. We are trying to breed in Kiko to our whole herd, but right now, Miss Kitty over there is the only full-blooded Kiko with Marshall that we have. But eventually, as we keep breeding, we will breed the Kiko stock into them. If we wanted milking goats, we'd breed more of the boar goats like Dolly, Patsy, and Loretta.
She's a biter.
And but right now, we don't have time for the whole milking process, so the babies get it all. This is our first attempt at breeding in babies, which we thought we did pretty good. We only lost 2 because Crystal and Mama had triplets. And sadly, the ones we lost were girls. But hopefully, come this time next year, we'll have more girls. Now, we're just beginning this farming whole thing. My husband wants to be more sustainable on our own.
First video.
As meat. But we're trying. This is our first year. As my grandson is helping me, because I didn't want to be on video.
Yee-hee.
Our quail in there, we ordered 50. They sent us 60. And we ended up hatching out 34, which is awesome outcome.
Wait until we show you the horses.
We had the 60, and the packaging they came in, I accidentally broke 2. So there's 2 we lost. But yeah, they'll be laying eggs before my laying hens because they grow a lot faster. Mama, you cut that out.
Bad mama.
That one right there is Mama. She is so protective of her babies that when my dog, who's just a big old baby, comes close to the fence, she'll come over here and butt them, which is very good considering, you know, being out in the country, you got coyotes at night.
He's almost as protective as mine.
We also bought chickens through the mail, which were in the box you seen. They will be going out, like he said, in maybe 2 weeks to be out with the other chickens that you saw. And it'll take longer for them to lay eggs. So I'm not expecting nothing from them till this fall. Which is heartbreaking because that's the whole purpose of getting my chickens is I want eggs. That little guy right there,
Waddles.
his name is Waddles because he's got little waddles on his neck.
And he's the friendliest one.
And yeah, he's the only one that will actually come up and love on you and rub on you.
The complete opposite.
So he's the one I'll probably think about keeping just for a pet because he can't breed with anybody for at least 2 years. And if he did breed, he would breed with Patsy, Loretta, and Dolly. And you're probably caught on by now their names. We got Dolly Parton, Crystal Gale, and Loretta Lynn. I love country music, so that's where they came from.
That makes one of us.
This one, I named her Crystal because that was Loretta's sister, but actually this is not my Loretta's sister, but I like the country names. When Mama came to us, she'd already had 1 litter, and I was going to name her Reba, but every time I came out here, Mama would come to my head and out my mouth. So we stuck with Mama on her.
You should name Mama Diva.
And Marshall, I wanted to start making little huts that look like Western Town, and eventually, fingers crossed, I will. So I wanted to name my goats also after Western characters that I liked. So you seen Marshall over in the other pen. His name is Marshall Dillon.
Not from Paw Patrol.
Yeah, not from Paw Patrol. Not Marshall from Paw Patrol.
Learn your facts.
So, but my husband, when we bought Marshall, he is full blood, registered, papered, everything as Lightning. So, but on paper, yeah, he's Lightning, but in my heart and on our farm, he's Marshall Dillon. Marshall to my husband. Then we have, you guessed it, the white one here is Miss Kitty. The one that Marshall never married, but I think he should have. So, right now, those are the country names. As we explained our baby goat names, since I'm not keeping them, I didn't name none of them Chester or Festus off of Gunsmoke. They're Thing 1 and Thing 2 because I'm trying not to get attached. But little Mr. Waddles, as I showed you, he comes up to you and he loves on you and wants to be your friend. So my heart is with him, so I may keep him just for my pet. He loves me, he loves attention. This one right here on the ground, getting ready to climb, that's Sissy. She's our only female, so she's going to be staying with the herd and her mama. And in 2 years, we'll have another Kiko male, and we'll breed her with that. Sometime today, they're going to go from this little bitty pen and what they had in our backyard. We're going to let them over here to the pond to let them eat the grass down over there. Hopefully, I'm hoping the babies won't follow. But if they do, I'll be out here watching and have a bucket of food to bring them back home. We have about 14.5 acres out here that eventually we want to make a goat farm out of. You know, like our little patch says, Baker's Farm. In the past year, we raised Cornish cross birds. They grow fast. After they're done growing, we dress them out, and we have birds from here to whenever. I think we ended up with 30 birds last year between the first ones we raised and the second batch we raised, which the second batch we split with a friend. They are 10 pounds, 9 pounds, maybe 8 pounds. They're about as big as a turkey almost. Now we have 2 horses, Magic and Jasper. Jasper loves playing in the mud. These horses can be ridden, but to me, they're just our yard ornaments, our pasture ornaments, whatever you want to call them. My mom will come out every once in a while when she's feeling okay, and she can ride Jasper. Both of them are sweethearts. We love them both. Right, Jasper? Oh, now he's going to be camera shy, but he's a little feisty. You give him a bath, he'll find the first mud puddle to get into and wallow around. As you can see, he's a white horse, but you can't tell.
You didn't tell me that this was on.
I didn't know it was on. People told me it wasn't on.
Well, also, Jasper lost an eye.
This is my grandson, Riley. Huh? He's out here trying to help me film all this. So he wants to be a part of it. So I told him, you know, what we can do, he can help. Maybe once in a while I'll get a video about him playing with the goats and maybe the dogs. So on our farm, outside, we have these farm animals. Inside and outside, we have 3 dogs. We have a little terrier mix, Bonnie, who's in the house. We have a lab mix, Marley, which he's usually out here.
And she's a nice pit bull.
And then we have Remy, our pit bull.
Probably the nicest pit bull you've ever seen.
A baby. I mean, there's no meanness in her unless Bonnie gets a hold of her and then she defends herself. But we have a nice, quiet little farm out here. When you go into the house, which is a mess right now, so my little area, I have 5 sugar gliders. They are very calming and soothing when I'm able to spend time with them. I love them to death. This is like the 3rd time I've had a set. Like I said, I don't know how this is going to turn out because I don't like the way I sound on video. So my grandson was supposed to do all the talking, but he got kind of tongue-tied. So we'll just go around and I'll show you some of the stuff my husband has been putting together in segments. He'll start a project and they'll move on. They'll come back and move on. This right here is going to be my greenhouse. We got the plastic. We just got to wait for warmer weather to put it on. I'm excited for it. In a later video, sorry for the bikes and the trailer, I will show you the different pictures of my little she shed going up. It started to look like an old-time, you know, house, store, whatever you want to call it. And I want to continue that theme throughout my farm with my goat houses and any other structures we put out here. Last year we did a garden. I had a slip and fall at work, so I wasn't much help on it.
But there's tons of cantaloupe.
So my husband, God bless him, did all the work. I got out here when I could and helped him try to pick it and harvest. He said this is a lifesaver. He'll never do a garden without it. This black tarp material, weeds will not come up unless the plants are gone. As you can tell, where the plants have died, we got weeds. But when we go to do it this year, weeding is nothing. I mean, we might spend 20 minutes weeding versus hours and hours of weeding. And especially me, since I couldn't bend or do much of anything, it was a lifesaver. We took a soup can on a stick, heated it up, and that's how he got those holes in the material. That was my idea. I'm proud of that one, which made it a lot easier for him to do the planting. We got, on this first fence right here, we had cantaloupe, and boy did they get out of hand. So lesson learned, we're not going to plant that many. Or I got more time now, I can come and kind of weed them out. Then we had I believe those were our cucumber plants on the second vines. We had green beans. For some reason, our corns don't turn out very well. We have a little blackberry bush here, which is getting out of control. We did have strawberries at one time when this was a closed-in garden, and they just took over the garden. So I'm rethinking that. If you look at the bottom here, right there are some strawberry plants that if I keep encased in that box, hopefully I'll get some this year.
This used to be an old garden.
This cage back here were our baby tomatoes, which, and again, we need to cut down on how many we get because we just had more than what we could eat and my family can eat, which is a pretty big family. And then we had larger tomato plants. We had peppers.
Are these mint plants?
And okra. No, Riley, I told you that's a blackberry bush.
Oh.
So we're beginning, we're learning. I mean, it's a learning process. Also, in the last year, about, I guess summertime, we went and got a couple pigs. I'm a big animal lover. So when he said we were going to get pigs so we can eat them, I was heartbroken. So I did my best to stay away from my pigs.
They were named Peppa and George.
Yeah, if you could hear Riley, they were named Peppa and George off the cartoon my grandkids love. And I thought it was so cute.
Most of them.
There will also be some pictures in here of that, because I took pictures of my silly little pigs. They were so fun to have. They were lovable, and it was sad to see them go. So I'm glad I wasn't home when my husband took them away. This is the area where we kept our pigs. They were wonderful pigs. They didn't try to get up under the fence. We have a small little area that they dug, but they didn't try to get under. They just laid in it. We had that little bathtub, and I have a picture of George just laying in there chilling out. They are so adorable. George was my favorite. He would come in, he would come running to you, and his ears just a flopping. So that's our little homestead in a nutshell. Baker's Farm. If you like us, hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe, we'd love that. But this is just a learning process for us that we thought we would share with anybody else that would like to try it. I know there's a lot of other videos like this out there, but ours is going to be way from perfect. So just learn with us as we grow, and hopefully we can talk to you, make new friends, blossom our community of homesteaders.
And please like this video because it's the first one.
My grandson really wants you to like it. He wants to be a TV star.
Maybe.
So he's my Lego dinosaur man. So if any kids are watching this and want to know about dinosaurs, he's your boy. He can tell you everything. Well, folks, I'm going to get off here and hope to see you again soon.
Like and subscribe.
We will update you on any of our other progress when our greenhouse gets done, our quail get put outside, and maybe we'll get back on here today and show you us giving shots to our female goats. That's going to be fun. Have a good day. We bless you all for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye now.